2005 na si Earl Barron sa Red Bull. Ngayon, nandirito na sa Meralco. Makakasama sina Chris Ross, Mac Cardona, Gabby Espinas, and Mark Borboran.
Well, Earl Barron, madaming nag-aabang dyan. You know, he played really well when he played for Red Bull. Averaged close to about 30 points nung naglaro siya that first time. Tapos, may NBA experience siya. So when he first came in, he was what, maybe 24 years old. Ngayon, he's 30 years old at mas madami pang experience. So let's see if that experience madadala niya dito sa Meralco Bolts.
Laking bagay no? Nung 23 siya, ganda na nilaro. Ngayon pa, nag-mature na siya. Parang ano lang yun eh, parang tayo, okay lang ginagawa. Pero pag kinumpara mo tayo kila Bigo, kila Richard, yung mga mas nakakatanda sa atin, syempre, mas maganda pa gagawin natin.
May respeto. Pero pag pinignan mo to si Earl Barron at 23, 24 years old, you have something to prove. Ganado ka, you come in every night just trying to get everything that you can. Pero pag may edad ka na meron ka naman napagdaanan, mas kalmado ka na. What you share is not just your points, not just your rebounds or your assists, but yung wisdom of the ball game.
Alam mo, nakausap niyan kanina ng magiging courtside reporter for the day natin na si Sel Guevara at mamaya sigurado ikikwento niya sa atin yung kanilang mga napag-usapan as Gary David is at the line to try and score the first point of this game. Yun, isa lang yung kanya na-shoot and we are off and running here at the Big Dome.
Very contrasting. Powerade, sinabi na ni Coach Bo Perasol, ayaw na niyang may i-trade pa sa buong komperensyang ito. He wants to stay as an intact unit. Pagdating naman dito sa Meralco Bolts, naghahanap pa sila nung kanilang tamang timpla. They've changed this their third import for the conference at yung mga kanilang mga player na may injury, nagbabalik na. So Coach Ryan Gregorio still looking for that proper mix para makakuha ng tuloy-tuloy na panalo.
So officially, itong si Earl Barron is the second import pero tama nga, third import to dahil yung si McCoy na hindi nakapag-official game pero nung pre-season or nung in-between conference siya yung lumalaban para dito sa Meralco as Barron could not get that basket. Tumatakbo na naman dito ang Powerade. Sean Anthony on the floor with that familiar mask. Siguro, malamang sa dami na naging tama ni Anthony from last year to the Philippine Cup. Malamang isuot na lang niya itong mask the rest of his career. Na? Parang Rip Hamilton.
And ang problema dito kasi kay Sean Anthony, pinapasok niya yung mukha niya kung san-san eh. Kaya natatamaan din. But you know, that's the type of player that he is. Hard-nosed, wala siyang pakialam kahit nung halos mabali na nga yung ilong niya in the finals, laban pa rin.
Eto, wala rin pakialam kung ano ang sitwasyon si Gary David. Kahit ano gagawin para manalo ang kanyang koponan. Ang problema, bad pa siya sa pagkakataong iyon. So 1-0 pa rin ang nasa ating talaan. Halos 1 week off dito sa Manila. Etong PBA dahil nga bumiyahin tayong sama-sama sa Dubai. Pero ito back in action in front of our local supporters of the Philippine Basketball Association.
Very successful yung Dubai game natin. Punong-puno po yun.
Napakainit ng pagtanggap sa PBA at sa active ng mga Filipinos sa Dubai. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat as Gabby Espinas scores the first field goal of this game.
A good move by Gabby Espinas getting close to the basket with that reverse layup. Lassiter.
Bibigyan nila kay Casio. Inahanap nila si Dwayne Jones. Gustong testingin yung depensa. Neto ni Barron. Anthony pump fakes the three. Back down low. Dwayne Jones. 5-year NBA veteran. Sobra yung kanyang tira. Cardona scoring 24 points per ball game here in the Commissioner's Cup. Gets it to Barron. He cleans up his pass.
Pagdating nitong si Dwayne Jones para sa Powerade Tigers, one guy who will really benefit itong si Sean Anthony because now he'll be moved down. Dati naglalaro na siya ng number 4 and sometimes number 5. Ngayon, at least sigurado na siya 3 and 4 lang ang lalaroin niya.
Lassiter finishes with the left. That's the first field goal ng Powerade. Pero lamang pa rin ng Meralco, 43. Chris Ross, a stat magnet so far in this 3-game comeback dito sa Commissioner's Cup. Injured po ito nung nakaraan. Medyo matagal na natin dinakita. Binigay kay Borboran. And Mark Borboran, hindi pinapahiya yung tiwala ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. This guy is the leading local in terms of minutes per game. 41 minutes per game nilalaro ni Borboran dito.
Napakadaming minuto na nilalaro ni Mark Borboran. And that's why he's getting the playing time. Dahil sa mga move na gano'n, taking it strong to the hoop in front of the import.
Ano naman, 10 points, 6 rebounds. Samahan mo pa ng mahigit isang steal, mahigit isang shot block per ball game. Pinapakita ni Borboran yung sinasabing dati pa niyang potential.
41 minutes of action for Mark Borboran. Alam mo, pinag-aagawan siya nung rinelease siya ng Alaska Aces. He was being taken in by Petron. And of course, the Meralco Bolts ended up signing itong si Mark Borboran.
Borbora na naman, right on cue. Mintis ka lang. Baron, wala pa rin. Nakakarami na dito ng rebound si Earl Baron.
But the concern para sa Powerade Tigers is they've thrown the ball twice. Tapos pagdating dun sa kabila, dun sa kanilang depensa, nakaka-layup itong Meralco Bulls.
Itong Powerade Tigers looking to shake off a little rush. Medyo matagal na mula nung huli silang naglaro. Friday, last week, 2 Fridays ago nung huli naglaro. Itong Powerade, jump hook, Baron Mintis. Nice steal by Chris Ross, and he'll have a walk in the park on the other way.
That's just anticipation. At makikita mo itong si Chris Ross, binabasa niya kung sino ang binabantayan niya. You look at tendencies that time. Alam niya, pagkakuha ni JV, hindi niya akalain na may didepensa sa kanya agad. Naagawan niya si JV Dasho.
At yung mga ganyang klaseng anticipation, yan ang bunga ng hard work. Viewing tape, viewing live, at syempre sa tulong na rin ng assistant coach.
Alam mo, nanunood siya kapag wala silang laro. He checks out yung mga makakalaban niya ng posisyon at pati hindi rin niya mga nakakalaban. Earl Baron shooting 1 out of 7 so far dito sa ating first quarter.
Ang comeback ni Earl Baron, not kind to him so far. Hindi natin if he can pick it up. Pero yung rebounding, yun ang maganda para sa kanya. Pang-anim na yun. Cardona lines it up. First attempt ni Captain Hook Mintis. Anthony with a rebound. Powerade looking to settle down on this attack. Anthony may tanga ng bola. Bumukol bigla ng 3. Tapos lang sa ring. Here come the Meralco Bolts. They lead by 3. Less than 7 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Baron, attempt na naman yun of the alley-oop. He's 1 for 8 so far. Lassiter against 2. Lassiter, beautiful sidestep. Naku, nabibilang nila yan.
Early on, itong si Chris Ross tried to get that alley-oop on Earl Baron pero masyadong masikip. This time, he does the right thing. He was the defense first before he passes it. At yun, slam dunk para kay Earl Baron.
Yung patience, na antayin mo talagang mag-collapse muna sa'yo. Ganda ng diskarte ni Chris Ross sa pagkakataon yun. As Lassiter, line drive doesn't work. Anthony keeps this possession alive. David, he's got 3 points so far. Hindi niya madagdagan ng kanyang total. Dinoble na ng Meralco ang production ng Powerade, 10-5. Ross na naman over to Baron. And Chris Ross making the right decisions this time.
Yung pangalawang beses na ginawa niya, he drove down the lane, pinakomit niya muna yung depensa bago niya pinasahan itong si Earl Baron. 2 plays before that, pinasahan niya agad si Earl Baron, hindi pa nalilibre. So Chris Ross anticipating and adjusting dun sa depensa na pinapakita ng Powerade, making 2 good decisions in the past few times.
Earl Baron completes that 3-point play. Lamang ng 8 ang Meralco, 13-5. Coming up on the halfway mark ng ating opening quarter. Mamaya po, the defending champion Talkitex Tropang Texers taking on the resurgent Alaska Aces. David! Niluwa lang ng ring pero may parating na 2 free throw.
Pushing ball number 10, David Espinas, his first 3 on Meralco.
Gary D, binanggit mo na, 32 puntos ang ginawa last time around, and that was powered by 7 of 12 3-point shots. Talagang he was picking up where he left off ng Philippine Cup.
15 games, over 24 points itong si Gary David.
Kanina kakwentuhan
Linoloko mo pa.
Yun no? Kasi naman kanina kakwentuhan natin si Cardona at si Cyrus Baguio ng Alaska, tila parang gustong songkitin sa kanya yung kanyang scoring title. Sagot niya, mas ginaganahan daw siya. Mas okay kung may kalaban.
Ay, mas gusto ko yung pangalawa sagot niya. May 3 taon pa.
Yun.
Kasi kapipirma lang ni Gary David dahil napakaganda ng kanyang linaro. The Powerade Tigers management rewarding him with an extension.
Maximum.
3 years.
Maximum 3-year extension, maximum deal yan. Pati yung time frame na yun ang pinakamahabang binibigay ngayon sa mga players. As we head into our first time out of this game, Sel Guevara will be joining us sa aming pagbabalik. Lamang ang Meralco, 13-7. 13-7 is the score. Meralco nilalamangan dito ang Powerade with less than 6 minutes remaining sa ating opening quarter. First game pa lang ito ng inyong PBA Sunday. Live and exclusive dito lang yan sa Active. As we take a look at what Commissioner Chito Salud said about that Marshall Lassiter veto trade. Upon close evaluation of the trade at hand, this office is exercising its right to veto it and is hereby returning the same to the parties who may revise it to make the trade more balanced. So yan po ang naging desisyon ni Commissioner Chito Salud regarding the proposed Lassiter for Guevara and Baclao trade. And for more on this, let's send it over to Sal.
Alam mo, aminado nga si Marcio na hindi siya mapalagay nung napabalitang matitrade siya sa Petron. Pero ngayon natapos na lahat ng mga issues. Sabi niya he can focus more at siya ay masaya. Siyempre now with the team that made it to the finals, na dagdag pa si Dwayne Jones na ang sabi niya is a force inside that they needed. And now Powerade, he says, is more solid to get the goals that they want to achieve. Bagu?
Maraming salamat, Sal.
Well, that's good for Marcio Lassiter and the Powerade Tigers for the time being, because you have to read yung sinabi ni Commissioner. He returned the trade to the respective teams to make it more balanced. So pwede pang ma-rehash yan. Kumbaga dagdagan ng player o dagdagan ng mga incentive para dito sa Powerade Tigers or for the Petron Blaze Boosters.
Pwede ka magdagdag ng draft pick, player. Ang dami pang pwede. Kumbaga, again. Ulitin yan as Anthony and Espinas get entangled underneath. Pero yung isa pang binanggit ni Marcio dito kay Sel, yung pagdating ni Dwayne Jones, yun yung hinahanap ng trade din eh. Makakuha ng big in Noy Baclao to fill in the void dun sa ilalim. Eh, Dwayne Jones, no? Ang tindi naman ng pinakita ng kanilang first game. 34 points, 21 rebounds, and he definitely did fill the void.
Kapag tinignan mo itong Powerade Tigers in the last finals, ang kulang nila malaki. So ngayon na may import, mapupuno nung import yun. So you don't need the trade, at least for this conference.
Next conference, 6'5" ang magiging height limit para sa lahat ng team. So they look like they should be set for the Commissioner's Cup. Let's take a look at what they do for the Governor's Cup and next season as Lassiter delivers his 4th point of the game.
Malaking bagay yan para sa isang player na tapos na yung trade dahil mahirap yan. Gumigising ka sa umaga. Iniisip mo na lang baka papunta ka sa ensayo, tawagan ka, sabihin, op, doon ka na sa kabila mag-ensayo. So napakahirap niyan, especially for Marcio Lassiter. He's a rookie. Hindi pa niya kabisado ang dealings dito sa PBA na pwede yung ganun. Nung gines natin siya doon sa center, he was saying, you know, what he really, hindi pa sigurado yung trade doon. Sabi niya, ang mamimiss na if ever ma-trade man siya, parang pamilya itong Powerade Tigers.
Alam mo yun yung binanggit ni Will Antonio, no? Isa sa mga veterano kahit na injured ngayon sa Powerade. Sa tinagal-tagal na rin niya sa PBA nung nagsimula pa siyang shooting guard dati sa San Miguel. At ngayon power forward na siya dito sa Powerade. Dito daw niya naramdaman na matinding family atmosphere yung Powerade.
At malaking bagay yun. You know, one of the things that why Alaska was very successful in the recent past is dahil ganun ang trato ng mga teammates at ng coaching staff and the team owners amongst themselves.
17-11 ang nasa ating talaan. Itong Meralco, abante pa rin 6 na puntos.
Dito sa first few minutes dito sa ating first quarter, huling-huli ni Chris Ross yung laro ni JV Casio.
Check na check. Ni Chris Ross, a former now defunct PBL MVP as Baron comes up with a block. Ito na si Ross. Nakita tumatakbo si Cardona. Baron on the stick back with still a miss. Espina sa ilalim. Chris Ross once again eagle-eye pass.
Well, Chris Ross giving another assist pass. He's averaging 9.3 assists this conference.
Pero Gary David doing what he does best, stopping and popping from the three-point line. He's got 8 points already. Alam mo, dapat si Patricia at si Aaron pinagpustahan nilang ano gagawin ni Gary D. Sigurado sa over at sa over kupus na doon, walang papayag sa under. Cardona stops, feeds Baron, and Earl Baron starting to get comfortable. He's got 9 points. 21-14. Ito ang abante ng Meralco. Wala nang 3 minuto na titira sa ating opening quarter. Next dead ball, sigurado mandatory timeout tayo as Gary D gets his 10th point and he is the first to double digits. Ikaw, this early on, wala pang 3 weeks ang Commissioner's Cup. Sino best import para sa'yo?
So far, wala pa.
Ako si Gary D. Si Gary David best import.
Ako arguably, kung pag sinabi mong best import, pinakamahalaga, Adam Parada.
Oo nga. Hindi rin ang ginagawa noon as David misses. Dwayne Jones! Underneath, cleans it up, and that forces Coach Ryan Gregorio into a timeout. Bumaba sa 3 ang abante ng Meralco, 21-18. 2:17 remaining in this opening quarter. Full timeout yan. Mandatory na yan para dito sa Meralco. So, do join us back dito lang sa Active.
Wireless partner, home team, official tournament ball,
Back with us inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, ang Meralco 21-18. Unti-unting natutunaw ang kanilang kalamangan, which once stood at 8 points. Powerade parang diesel on this Sunday. Dahan-dahan bago nag-init. At ito, nagsisimula ng pumutok ang kanilang ofensa as we send it back to Sel Guevara.
Jared Famous out, Earl Barron in. Itong bagong import ng Meralco ay hindi na bago sa PBA as he brings his experience to the table. Kaya inaasahan nga siya ni Coach Ryan na maging pasabog sa opensa. And this guy loves to score. At alam nyo ba, kapag binubu siya, gusto niya lalong makascore. At sabi niya, more importantly, he wants to win and bring that championship for Meralco.
Thank you, Sel. Bakit pag si Dom binubu, napipigon?
Hindi sanay.
Pero ito nga, yung...
Alam mo kung bakit paminsan na nga lang kung ginagamit dati.
Pero ito, ang tindi nga ng credentials. Yung Earl Barron, just a shade under 27 points, 15 rebounds, 1.5 blocks noong 2005. And alam naman natin, sinasabi ng iba na ang isang athlete pag pumalo yan 28 to 32 years old,
Magkaedad
yun
na
ang
kami.
pinakamatibay.
Ngayon pala ako nag-titip.
Sa love life. Sa love life ka nag-titip. Tama to. Yan. 2-minute warning na ng ating opening quarter.
Cardona also playing well for the Meralco
Warning
Bulls.
on the Bulls, number 30,
24 points
Meralco.
and 6 rebounds, tapos 2 assist pa para kay Mac Cardona.
Ang matindi kay Mac, yung mahigit 24 points per ball game niya, 57% shooting from the field. Hindi gaanong nagsasayang ng tira itong si Cardona.
Pinag-uusapan natin yung maturity ni Earl Barron. If you look at Mac Cardona, from the time he entered the PBA hanggang ngayon, ang laki na ng pinagbago ng laro niya. And not in terms of scoring. Yung mga dami ng attempts niya ngayon, mas namimili siya ng tira. Plus, he passes the ball a lot more. Naiintindihan na niya na he has to involve his teammates to be even more effective dito sa liga nito.
Ibig mo sabihin, nag-mature na si Mac?
Oo.
Hirap imagine ano? Earl Barron, hindi niya nagawa yung alley-oop play kanina. Meralco, hinahanap talaga nila yung spectacular play galing dito kay Earl Barron. Kanina pa nila pinipid ng mga lap pass na gano'n.
Hinahanap talaga nila. They wanna see if itong si Earl Barron is really the import for them. We only have 9 games in the elimination round and they've already played 3. So 6 na lang na laro, kasama to, 5 na lang pagkatapos nun. So they need to make decisions if they're gonna keep him or not.
Coach Bo Perasol for reception to a non-ball.
Nawarningan pa si Coach Bo Perasol for resenting to that non-call.
I really like yung get-up ni Coach Bo Persol ngayon. Ever since he started wearing yung mga long sleeves natin, napakabagay kay Coach Bo Persol.
Ibinabangga mo na ba kay Coach Chot Reyes?
Malayo pa.
Malayo
pa. Ano pa lang siya, kumbaga baby steps.
Yan.
Pero yung sapatos ni Coach Bo Persol, pwede na.
Pwede, ano? James Martinez now on the floor. Pinalitan muna ito si JB Casio na hindi pa nakakaporma kontra kay Chris Ross. Nice pass over to Doug Kramer. Fresh off the bench, Doug delivers.
Dwayne Jones, great pass to Doug Kramer. Pwede niya nang i-dunk yun, but he opted to include his teammate, Doug Kramer, para magkakumpiyansa din sa simula ng ating laro.
23-20, Meralco still up by 3. Cardona di diskarte, looking for Barron. Dwayne Jones on him, jab step fake. Ganda ng pihit. Barron, sobrang alang. Pero sa kanya rin bumagsak yung bola. Barron once again, huli ka ni Jones. Sol Mercado making his Commissioner's Cup debut. Pinalitan muna si Mac Cardona. Ito, another aspect or a different look coming from Meralco. As Barron buries that jumper.
Sol Mercado coming off a knee injury, inoperahan yan. Isa sa mga manlalarong yan na usually pag nanggagaling kasi ng injury, meron kang knee brace. Pero itong si Sol Mercado, wala.
Ayos lang, baka na-impede yung movement. May ganun player, ano?
Ayaw, naiinitan.
Last hitter, look at him recover against Sol Mercado.
And as we were walking here, Sol Mercado, kinausap ko siya. At nagkwentuhan kami sa net, sinabi niya, kung makalaro ako ng 10 minuto, it doesn't matter. I'm just happy to be playing again.
Aba? Makukontento sa 10 minutes of playing time si Sol Mercado. Nag-mature na rin.
Hindi, ang ibig na sabihin nun, 1 or 2 minutes, mas mabuti na yun kesa yung nakaupo ka, na hindi ka naka-uniform.
First game pa lang eh. Antayin mo.
Hindi, first quarter pa lang. Pinag-uusapan na 10 minutes pa lang ang first quarter.
Yun, as this first quarter has come to a close, 25-20 nasa ating talaan. Gary David lighting it up for 10 points. Nadismaya naman ang bagya doon si Coach Ryan Gregorio. Pero lamang pa rin ang Meralco, 25-20. Do join us back para sa second quarter para malaman natin kung Alam mo, next time i-request natin kay Sir Tony at tayo sa Active. Yung mga commentator naman pagbanggan, ikaw at si Miko.
Makipagbangga.
Oh, si Jason at si Miko.
Kailangan magka-height.
Ay, walang kamatchup si Miko. Ay, hindi, may kamatchup.
Yung mga babae pwede na.
Si Leah Cruz nasa TV5. Match na match yun. Ayaw kasa rin yung mga kasama natin. Yung kakilala na lang natin. 25-20 nasa ating talaan. Itong Meralco, abante ng 5 puntos sa pagbubukas ng second quarter. Pinawasan agad ni Gary Dian ng dalawa with that jumper. Kasama ni Gary T. si Sayeg, sina Marshall Lassiter, James Martinez, Doug Kramer, and Romel Aducol. Para naman sa Meralco, we see the entry of Paul Artadi. Nandiyan din si Sol Mercado, Mark Borboran, Reynel Hugnatan, and for the first time in the game, Asi Taulava. Paul Artadi buries a 3. Kid Lightning has been shooting close to 42% from that distance here in the Commissioner's Cup. Napakalaking bagay niyan to.
Ang malaking bagay para dito kay Paul Artadi, he's averaging 11 minutes, but he's averaging 7 points. Dinala siya ni Coach Ryan Gregorio dito to be a spark plug, to be an energy off the bench. Kapag tinignan mo yung mga numerong yon, he's definitely filling that role.
Filling up the stat sheets on the other end is Gary David. 15 puntos na para kay El Granada. Borboran hindi nabawi. Asi Taulava with that board. Gets it over to Borboran. Moving well without the leather. So, nagmintis yung left-handed layup niya. David, gagampalain ni Artadi. Nasalo ni Adugol. Back to David. Huli ng ring. Nakuyog ng depensa, no? Si Gary D. As Van Landingham gives Lassiter his first rest of the game. Si David, akala niya siya na makakapahinga. Hindi pa. Iwan pa rin siya dyan sa sahig para dito sa mga Tigre. And catch and shoot, Gary D. Bitin yung naging resulta. Artadi against Martinez. Two former UE Red Warriors of different generations. Kumbaga, ikaw yung parang Artadi. Previous generation. Ako, Martinez, fresh.
But just like wine.
Ganun ba yun?
Oh, just like wine.
Aging gracefully.
Oh. You hope.
You can just hope.
Actually, hindi. Paniwalaan mo na lang kahit walang ibang naniniwala.
Kumbinsin mo sarili mo. No?
Yun naman ang importante.
28-25, Meralco has been in total control. Unang nakabutas Powerade, 1-0 behind the split the charities by David. But it's been all Meralco so far from that point on. Cardona, hinahanap sana itong si Asi Taulava.
Good steal by Doug Kramer. Good defensive stop para sa Powerade Tigers.
And for the first time in the Coms Cup, sabay sa saiga si Cardona at si Mercado, the double barrel threat ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. Aducol. Dalawa sumalubog, ginambala ni Artadi. Napukol kay Cardona, inahabol pa ni Martinez. Cardona, lilingon pa for that bit-bit finish.
You like the triumvirate na nasa loob para kay Coach Ryan Gregorio. Paul Artadi sa point guard. Alam mong ipapasa niya. Gusto niyang bilisan yung laro. You have a Sol Mercado and a Mac Cardona on your wings. Napakahirap pigilin yan pag tumakbo na itong Meralco Bolts.
Martinez, oh, big pick from Adugol. Artadi is whistled for reaching in.
Holding foul on number 11, Paul Artadi.
Casio babalik sa sahig. And for the first time, si Aliera gagamitin ni Coach Bo Perasol para sa larong ito. Pahinga muna si David at si Martinez. So JV Casio, mag-isa dyan from the three-headed monster. Pero kasama rin naman niya itong si Doug Kramer. And Kramer, who had a spectacular Philippine Cup, misses on that attempt. Breakout conference para kay Doug Kramer in Philippine Cup. Ano?
Well, nung nalipat siya dito sa Powerade Tigers, he was one of the ones that really benefited na pumasok itong si JV Casio and Marshall Lassiter because they used the pick and roll so well at napakagaling niyang pumosisyon That's why he's getting his points. He's not really creating his own shot. Pumupunta lang siya dun sa mga open spots and actually converting. That's why naman yung mga small guys ng Powerade Tigers have the confidence now with their big guys na bigyan ng bola.
Cardona off a curl. Nakita si Taulava. Huli! Great recovery by Josh Van Landingham. Casio di diskarte sa kabilang dulo. The General kicks it back out. 12 seconds for Powerade to come up with a shot. Kramer with a baseline. Jay buries it.
Confidence by Doug Kramer, just faces up and shoots that 20-footer.
30-27, Meralco still up by 3. Pero Powerade now starting to hang on to their coattails. Hindi na, kala natin malalayasan na sila no? As Mercado makes his move, lumiyad pa, niluwalang ng ring. Asi Taulava is there to play the ball.
What a great pick and roll by Sol Mercado and Asi Taulava. Ganun na, yun ang diferensya pagka si Asi Taulava yung nagsiscreen sa'yo. Hindi na nakahabol yung depensa ni Sol Mercado aside from him being so quick.
Casio kontra Artadi. Babalik kay Kramer, another 20-footer. Doug Kramer goes back-to-back.
6 points now for Doug Kramer.
Meralco doing enough to keep Powerade at bay.
Powerade ngayon, nakasonang depensa.
Looking for a stop on this defensive sequence. Cardona puts it on the floor. Mac with a familiar sidestep. Flips it up and in. Ang dali ng basketball kay Mac. Pag pinanood mo, hindi mo malaman paano niya, saan niya natutunan yung mga kilos niyang kontra-tempo. Ay, napapadali niya tuloy yung basketball.
Kapag tinignan mo yung laro niya, hindi siya ganun kabilis. Kontra-tempo nga, gaya ng sinabi mo. But he's quick to turn the corner. Yun ang importante para makapenetrate ka. Hindi kailangan mabilis ka going straight aligned. Kailangan cutting those corners, mabilis ka or you're quick.
Mercado, isa din sa mga may mabilis na first step dito sa PBA. Hits it over to Hugnatan. Asi sa ilalim, niluwalan. Ganda na sana nagpasa ni Hugnatan. Nineng-neneng si Asi doon. Tumatakbo ang JV. Casio! That should count! May kasama pang foul.
Foul on number 11, Paul Artadi.
Take me to the hoop. JV Casio reading the defense, getting the basket and the foul.
JV, first 2 points ngayon. Eto, he's now got 3 points in this game. 5 minutes having gone by in the second quarter.
Powerade extending their defense, trying to delay yung opensa ng Meralco Bolts.
Cardona, they swing it over to the left. Dapat tao sa poste. Yun, Earl Barron back out to Mercado. The soul train to Artadi, puts up a 3. Bang!
Paul Artadi with 6 points. And yun yung difference. When Paul Artadi does not hesitate, 80% of the time, he makes the shot. Pero kapag nag-hesitate na itong si Paul Artadi, mahirap na.
Here, the Commissioner's Cup, he's been making everybody pay. 2 for 2 na siya sa larong ito. That brings his total to 7 of 14, 50% na. From the 3-point line, etong si Artadi for the Commissioner's Cup.
At napansin ko din, kapag coach niya, si Ryan Gregorio, mas mataas yung kanyang kumpiyansa.
At tanda natin, 2 beses na nanalo ng championship magkasama yan. Coach RG actually drafted Artadi back in 2004. Tapos, nung nawala si Artadi sa kanyang lineup sa Pure Foods BMEG, nakabalik noong 2009, nag-champion na naman sila na magkasama. Natin kung magiging pareho ang bunga niyan sa kanilang pagpabalik tambalan dito sa Meralco. As Dwayne Jones flips it up, nakaramdam ng foul. He will troop to the line for 2 na nagbibigay sa atin ng pagkakataon balikan si Sel Guevara. Mamaya na pala yan dahil merong Powerade timeout na ni-request dito. Sel Guevara, as promised, will be joining us sa aming pagbabalik. Back with us inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, and as promised, bago tayo bumalik sa aksyon, makibalita tayo kay Selkevan.
Alam mo, Magu, you can see the glow in Paul Arcadi's face at sa kanyang sapatos na neon pink na. Pero seryoso, yung saya that he feels dahil at home nga siya sa Meralco, lalo pa siyang ginaganahan ng galingan at pag-extra workout pa. At sabi ni Paul, sabi ko, bakit neon pink ang sapatos mo? Sabi niya, para pag naglaro, madali siyang mas pataas. Magu?
Ayan, ang kidlat gusto makita. Pero buti hindi niya binanggit sa'yo yung kanyang Facebook page. Kasi nagtitinda siya ng sapatos. Yung Pimp Kicks ba yun? Ayan, Apple, nakaisa ka. Napin niyo lang, yan yung mga hilig ni Paul. Talagang sneakerhead itong si Paul Artadi. 37-32 ang nasa ating talaan. Halfway through this second quarter of action. Tandaan niyo po, mamayang halftime, makakasama ulit natin sina Ma'am Patricia Hizon and Aaron Atayde. Top 5 place, ang mapipicture, mamayang halftime top 5 place
sa Dubai.
Kasama na siguro of the week, o baka hindi pa naisa ngayon. Mamaya, sabay-sabay natin matutunghayan. Dahil hindi tayo nakapag this week, di ba?
Napakaganda nung larong yun na nangyari sa Dubai. Barangay Ginebra edging out.
They survived actually itong Rain or Shine. It was a 14-2 closing run by Rain or Shine. Ang problema, kulang ng 1 point. 14-3 pala kailangan para mag-overtime. Maraming salamat ulit kila Edwin Diang at kina Ma'am Teresa Al-Ansari sa pagtulong sa PBA na makarating ulit sa Dubai. Napakainit ang pagtanggap sa atin ng lahat ng PBA fans doon.
Alam mo, madami nagtitweet na hinihingi naman na magkaroon ng laro ang PBA sa Qatar,
Jeddah. At kasi alam mo, sa OSN, live na live tayong napapanood. Ito, magandang, 4 hours behind. Magandang tanghali, magandang hapon na, magandang after lunch sa inyo lahat dyan. Sa Middle East, napapanood nila tayo live na live via OSN.
At ikaw yung nandun. At kwento mo naman sa amin kung gaano yung kainit yung pagtanggap ng mga kababayan natin doon.
Pati ako pinagtyagaan. Nung pumasok yung mga team sa locker room, hindi sila makapagpa-picture. Pati ako nagpa-picture. Pinagtyagaan na lang ako. ito, pwede na to. Pwede na to. Wala na yung player maraming
Mukha
salamat.
artistahin ka naman
Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. At yung mga katweeps natin dyan. 37-34 is the score. Meralco is still up by 3. Chris Ross from the outside, not his cup of tea, really. Barron keeps it alive.
Another offensive rebound for the Bolts. 8 offensive rebound para kay Earl Barron.
Earl Barron pa lang yun, Hindi, 4 to. Sarili niya mintis. Cardona to Mercado. Nakita na naman si Ross. 7 to shoot. Ross, offensive foul this time around. Naabangan siya. Ito ni Francis Aliera. Unang personal foul para dito kay Chris Ross. At kung itong si Chris Ross lang nilalaro natin sa fantasy play, tignan mo naman, Dom, in 39 minutes of action, tiwalang-tiwala si Coach Archie dito. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals. Sangka, sa ano pa hihingin mo dyan?
Grabe, lamang na lamang ka na kung fantasy ang nilalaro mo.
Para sa Meralco, in reality, ang ganda talaga nagiging performance niya. Cardona over to Barron. Earl Barron step to the left jumper. Napagapang ako.
Napakahirap pigilan ito si Earl Barron because he's so long. Once he puts up the basketball, iilan lang ang pwedeng makaabot dyan. Usually the import lang ang makakaabot ng tira ni Earl Barron.
Ross, behind yung pasa papunta sana kay Earl Barron. Nanginayang silang pareho sa pagkakataong yun. As Lassiter is making his way back to the floor, pinalitan si Aliera, Gary David. Makakasama din itong sina Kramer, Jones, and Casio. Barron keeping an eye on Jones. Di pa natin nararamdaman yung scoring neto ni Dwayne Jones. He gets the jump hook.
Panganin na putas ni Dwayne Jones. But if you remember in the first game, si Dwayne Jones, uminit siya nung 3rd and 4th quarter na para dito sa Powerade Tigers.
Borboran. Pupunta sa kanto. Cardona, well covered by Kramer. Kicks it back out over to Ross. Back to Cardona. 3-pointer on the way against the shot clock. Napalakas para kay Makmak. Lassiter na rin na magtatawid. Will he go coast to coast? Marcio puts his head down, gets it over to Kramer. Nakadalawa na yan from that distance. Pinabanta pa!
At iba yung tira nito si Doug Kramer. Luckily getting the ball to bounce off the board to go inside.
39-38. This is the closest the Tigers have come after being down by as much as 8 points. Powerade looking for a stop. Cardona over to Espinas. Iikot nila kay Borboran. The former Mapua Cardinal gets it over to his teammates. Pero ito na ang pagkakataon ng Powerade. Makalamang na naman. David, nice swipe job from Magma Cardona. And Makmak looks to complete it on the other end. Gets the basket plus a foul. Makmak's loving the action.
Kapag tinignan mong Meralco Bolts, now that they have Chris Ross back and itong si Paul Artadi, bumilis pang mas lalo yung kanilang backcourt.
41-38, Meralco back ahead by 3 courtesy of that Makmak swipe and layup. Meron pang bonus free itong parating para kay Captain Hook sa aming pagbabalik.
Okay lang ba?
Back with us inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Wala na pong 3 minuto natitira sa ating first half. Sa ating at this point, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga kasama sa 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 ESFM at 96.3 Easy Rock. Sila po ang ating mga partners sa FM Radio. Pero syempre, pasalamatan na rin natin ang ating mga kasama sa AM na may play-by-play DZSR Sports Radio 918. Kung kayo po ilalabas ng bahay, malalayo sa inyong telebisyon, tumutok lang sa DZSR 918 AM para nga naman hindi makamiss ng every single action.
Mainit na mainit ang aksyon dito sa PBA. You would not want to miss a second
Yan.
dito sa PBA.
Every game counts dito sa Commissioner's Cup. All the time naman, everyday game counts. Pero syempre, pagka 9 games lang ilalaro mo, tas 4 na team ang matatanggal doon, mas matinding laban ang kailangan ipakita.
Especially you have an import. It takes time bago siya makapasok sa sistema mo. So,
yun nga eh.
napaka-importante.
Kasi time is something you don't have in the Commissioner's Cup. So, ang format po natin, the top 2 will head into the semifinals automatically. Tapos yung 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5, best of 3 quarterfinals yun. Yung 7 to 10 tanggal. At itong masarap pagka bumabiyahe ka, nakakabanding mo ang lahat ng kapamilya natin dito sa PBA, lahat ng ating mga kapatid kasamahan. Si Com Chito Salud may ibinalita sa akin nung kami nasa Dubai. Ang PBA Everyday Dom magbabalik ngayong semifinals. Mas mahaba pa. Best of 5 ang ating mga semis para sa Commissioner's Cup. 10 araw sunod-sunod. 10 consecutive days magkakaroon ng PBA semifinals. PBA Everyday na naman tayo.
Alam mo, last conference, may mga nagsasabi na uubra ba to dahil magkakaroon ng PBA ng Lunes, Martes. But the reception, it was so well received. Kaya naman gagawin ng PBA ulit yan this conference because the PBA fans cannot get enough of the PBA. At pati yung mga hindi nanonood ng PBA dati, nanonood na ng PBA ngayon.
Dom, ako personally, honestly, 8 straight days yung PBA Everyday natin ng Philippine Cup. Natapos yun Wednesday eh. Tapos yung mga Game 5 ginawang Friday doubleheader. Yung Thursday, di ko malaman gagawin ko. Nagka-withdrawal sa PBA Everyday. Sarap eh, baga everyday meron. Either nanonood ka, nagtatrabaho ka, wala, tutukan mo lang, napakasaya talaga. Ngayon, 10 consecutive days. Bale, best of 5 yun. Yung 10 consecutive days, if necessary na lang naman yung games 4 and 5 ng magiging magkabilang serye. 43-42, Meralco still up by 1. Nakanakaw pa si JB Casio. And he is fouled immediately by Gabby Espinas. Duty foul on the part of Gabby.
Foul on number 10, Gabby Espinas. His second team foul number 5 on Meralco.
JV, eyeball to eyeball kontra kay Chris Ross. Kanina first quarter, tila na shutdown siya. Tignan natin kung anong gagawin dito as Lassiter goes up and under. Wala lang yung kanyang dira. But Kramer keeps it alive. Lassiter from the outside. Wala pa rin. Rebound, dinukot ni Borboran.
With Dwayne Jones for the Powerade Tigers this conference, expect yung rebounding nila to improve. That's one of the things na nagkulang sila dun sa last conference.
Lalo na doon sa finals, ano? As Barrel comes up with another basket.
15 points for Earl Barron. Malamang dyan sa active center, may pustahan sila doon di ba?
Ako, sino magkakabigote?
Oo.
Pagka ganyang pace, 1 half, 15 points, mukhang si Erot. Matatalo, makatama si Magpat. Ross, tumama sa dibdib ni Cardona. He recovers though. Back to Ross. Nakakita pa si Espinas. Tinukot! Allah, tinukot! Ito ni Espinas for the left-handed layup. He's got 8 points.
Extending the lead again for the Meralco Bolts, 47-42.
30-second timeout, Powerade Tigers.
30-second timeout requested by the Powerade Tigers. So nila manigurado for the last 31.5 seconds of this second quarter. We remind everybody na dito rin sa active mapapanood ang Bundesliga. Bayern Munich take on etong FC Schalke. Mapapanood yan. February 27, alas 5 ng hapon. Dito lang sa active. Free Sports TV. Active all the way. Lahat ng hahanapin nyo nandito. Mapapanood pati yung mga jump shot na ganun ni Baron at yung mga sausaw ni Espinas na ganito. 47-42, Meralco still ahead by 5. Powerade ang aatake sa pagbalik natin sa live action. Lassiter leans in. Off the glass, napalakas. Dwayne Jones underneath. Huli! Ni Gabi Espinas. Dwayne Jones starting to get frustrated here, Dom.
Malalaki yung kalaban ni Dwayne Jones ngayon. He has Earl Barron, Gabi Espinas, and Asi Taulava. At itong si Borboran. Nahihirapan siya. He's able to get the position, but he's not able to finish the shot.
14 seconds remaining in this first half. Powerade can opt for the very last attempt. At yun na nga ang didiskartehan dito ni JV Casio. 5 seconds to shoot. JV starting to make his move. They go underneath. Kramer with 2 to shoot. Dwayne nabitawan. And that'll do it for the first 24 minutes of action. Powerade will have a lot to talk about, especially after that thwarted play at the buzzer.
Well, especially dun sa rebounding department. Too many offensive rebounds para dito sa Meralco Bolts. Coach Bo Parasol will definitely talk to them about that. They need to be able to box out dahil yung offensive rebounds, dun sila talaga natalo in the first 2 quarters.
Tayo naman ang makakausap. Is that fire, lalo na from Gary David, pero may kulang eh. Anong kailangan nilang gawin dito to wake themselves up as a group?
Well, unang-una, kailangan nila makita yung sense of urgency. Nanalo nga sila ng kanilang unang laro. But if they want to be able to get a better position, kailangan dito sa simula ng third quarter, magpakita na sila. At makikita mo yan kung makaka-box out sila in the third quarter because the glaring statistic at the half, yung offensive rebounds ng Meralco Bolts.
Aba, itong si Sean Anthony tinanggal yung kanyang maskara. So, masked man no more si Sean Anthony to begin the second half. It's going to be the same starting unit para dito sa Meralco. And Anthony, nag-produce kagad pagtanggal ng kanyang maskara.
Own version of a comeback para dito sa Powerade Tigers with Sean Anthony leading the way. Hindi siya masyadong madaming minutong linaro in the first half. So they really want his energy dito sa third quarter.
Anthony is joined on the floor by etong sina Jones, Casio, Lassiter, and David. Baro naman ang munguna para sa Meralco with 17 points now after that basket. Kasama sina Ross, Borboran, Espinas, and Cardona. Both teams, no adjustments, same starting units. Casio from the elbow.
Hesitating. But had the presence of mind and the balance na kahit di nag-roll yung kanyang kakampi, he was still able to take the shot and make it.
And after a slow start para kay JV, he's now got 7 points. Talagang parang na-throw off yung rhythm niya dahil sa depensa ni Ross early on. Pero ngayon, nagsisimula na niya makuha ang kanyang laro as Barron misses on the turnaround. Dwayne Jones for the rebound. Dwayne Jones stuck at 6 points noong first half. Dati 32 ang binuhos na ito sa kanyang PBA debut. As that pass goes out of bounds, Lassiter admitting na mali niya. His bad yung pasa. A minute and a half having gone by in quarter number 3. Ross lobs it over to Cardona. Captain Hook underneath. Na-traffic. Nakuha na ng bola. Pagkakataon na itong Powerade makalapit o makatabla with a 3-point shot. Gusto ni JV, ilapit muna. Na-turnover nga lang siya.
Good hands by the Meralco Bullets forcing a turnover.
Earl Barron on the run. Binagsak pa papunta kay Borboran.
Yung sinabi ko at the half, when you have a point guard who distributes the ball really well, nagiging unselfish lahat ng tao sa loob ng court. Just a great role model itong si Chris Ross for the Bulls.
Alam mo, tinanong ko si Coach RG kung ano yung logic behind trading for Artadi dahil si Chico Lanete was playing excellent basketball para sa Meralco in the Philippine Cup. He was actually a leading scorer for them at one point nung wala pareho si Cardona at si Mercado. Coach, bakit nyo tinrade yung shooter nyo? Hindi ba kayo magkukulang sa perimeter shooters? Sagot ni Coach Ryan, we just have to play to our strengths. Meron naman siyang Sol Mercado, meron siyang Mac Cardona at magkakaroon ng import. Hindi na niya kailangan ng extra scorer. Kailangan niya distributor.
And exactly, that's why they brought in a Paul Artadi. Meron ka ng Chris Ross na babalik. You know he's not really looking to score first. He's looking to pass the ball. Itong si Paul Artadi, ganyan din. Comes off with a lot of high energy. Comes off the bench. And iniikot din niya yung bola. He thinks team first before me.
Baron, down low to Ross. Back to Espinas. Iska lang yung kanyang tira. Anthony with that board. Sean Anthony streaking down court, gets it over to Gary D. Nice spin by El Granada. Wouldn't have counted kahit pumasok before the shot. Doon pa lang sa spin yung foul niya.
Follow number 14, Mark Cardona. That's his second team foul on the Bulls.
Second personal foul ni Mac Cardona. Isang magandang nakikita natin kay Mac throughout his career. He can manage his fouls as Dwayne Jones misses the eye-in-the-sky play.
So far, Dwayne Jones not being able to finish dito sa larong ito.
Ross over to Cardona. Mac spinning into the lane. Natalisod and he earns a trip to the line for 2.
I can follow number 13, Marshall Lassiter.
Ano naman yung
His second first team
kontra-tempo,
foul.
off-beat din, no? In English para dito kay Cardona. Just when you think traditionally all basketball players will do this, he does another thing. Parang ano, Efren Bata Reyes sa bilyar. Pati commentator nagkakamali palagi. Ito tira niyan. He will do this. Biglang iba gagawin pero pumapasok.
You cannot argue with success.
Mac 11, 4, and 2 already in this game. Gets that second one to go. Balik sa lima ang abante ng Meralco, 53-48. David with Borboran watching him. Punta kay Lassiter. Nice pick by Jones. Lassiter releases, hurries the long two.
Smooth move by Marshall. Lassiter using the screen. Now Lassiter with 10 points in the ball game.
Baron going for his 19th. Naipit, kicks it out. Natapik pa ni Lassiter but recovered by Cardona. Borboran over to Espinas, challenging Dwayne Jones, and a foul is tagged on the import.
Follow number 21, Dwayne Jones.
Pangunang foul ni Dwayne Jones yan. He's been doing a good job of keeping away from the fouls. But Dwayne Jones needs to do a better job in getting the defensive boards.
Gabby Espinas, isa sa mga nag-suffer bagya sa first few games niya in terms of playing minutes para sa Meralco dahil may import. Ngayon may 9 points na, trying to make up for lost time.
Well, especially if you have a team like Meralco na itong si Mark Borboran, when they wanna go quick, pwede mong ilagay sa 4 itong si Mark Borboran. Then you have a Chris Ross Cardona and now a Sol Mercado. So mababawasan ng minuto si Gabby Espinas. Before, nung walang import, Gabby Espinas slides to the center position pag gusto nilang bumilis.
Maabot dun, no? 25 minutes per ball game na lamang siya sa Coms Cup. Coming into today, 7 points, 5 rebounds average. Pero ngayon, meron na siya 10 points in this game. David rattles this one out. Cardona with a rebound. Mac in trouble against Dwayne Jones. Napuwersa into a timeout.
Timeout, Meralco.
Full timeout requested by the Bulls. 7:36 remaining in quarter number 3. Lamang ang Meralco na 5. 55-50. Coming this July, the greatest show on earth, the London 2012 Olympic Games. Mapapanood na dito lang sa Active. Stay tuned to Active for more announcements. Dito London Games parating, mapapanood sa Free TV. Talaga namang yan ang serbisyo ng Active para sa lahat ng sports-loving Filipinos.
You know, very excited for the Olympics this year. Every 4 years lang. So talagang inaabangan yan ng lahat ng mga sports enthusiasts. At kahit yung mga hindi ganun kahilig sa sports, the Olympics is really the best of the best. Sa naglalaban lahat.
Opening ceremony pa lang, pinaabangan na din talaga yan, As we see Meralco sit on a 5-point lead, 55-50. Mahigit 7 kalahati pa natitira sa ating third quarter. Powerade going for their second win here in the Commissioner's Cup. They came back from as much as 17 points down kontra sa Rain or Shine dun sa Cuneta Astrodome last week. And they made their move starting at the halfway point of the third quarter.
Well, Rain or Shine, after that run of theirs in the last conference, yung kumpiyansa nila nandyan na. Meaning, kapag natambakan sila or if they're down coming into the last few minutes, hindi na sila nagugulat, hindi na sila nangangapa to finish ball games.
Yung 17 parang magic number na to para sa Powerade. Tandaan natin yung epic defeat na epic win nila over PBA. Also from 17 points down on that fateful Sunday dito rin sa Araneta as JV Casio buries the 3. 10 puntos para kay JV. Espinas looking to go reverse, picks up another foul on Dwayne Jones.
Number 21, Dwayne Jones.
Pangalawang personal foul yan para dito kay Jones, both on Espinas,
Will help defense na si Dwayne Jones when he helps on Espinas. So wala na siya sa posisyon, he just has to try and go for the block, and those 2 times napasabit siya ni Gabby Espinas.
Nga lang yung una para dito kay Gabby Espinas. Unang laro pa lang ito ng inyong PBA Sunday dito lang sa Active. Mamaya po, the defending champion Talkidex Tropang Texers take on the resurgent amazing Alaska Aces. At naka-standby na sina Atty. Rado at si Jay Webb. Para ihatid sa inyo action niya. Makakasama nila si Erica Padilla. Anthony over to David. Hinahanap niya ulit sana si Anthony. Look at Gary D dive for it. And he sues for time dahil wala siyang mapasahan.
That's the type of energy that you're looking for dito sa Powerade Tigers in the third quarter. They're down by 5, but they need Gary David to lead them with the energy.
At patuloy ang continuing coverage ng inyong Philippine Basketball Association na masusubaybayan na sa PBA, sa Action TV International. Sa Middle East nga po via OSN or Orbit Showtime Network. Sa Europe naman via OSN TV Tomorrow at sa Guam via MCV Broadband. Sabihan na ninyo ang inyong mga kamag-anak na abangan ang mga aksyon na labanan ng PBA pati na rin ng UFL sa Action TV International. At kasama pala natin ngayon dito sa DZSR 908 Radio, play-by-play, BS and SB. Benji Santiago and Snow Badwa. Batiin mo naman kami, Snow. 58-53. Meralco against the shot clock.
24-second shot clock violation.
Naubusan sa pagkakataong yon, or Powerade rather. A nice defense on the part of the Meralco Bolts. At yun nga, it still holds true na after unang maka-score ng Powerade 1-0, it's been all Meralco since then. Di naman nakakalayo, hanggang 8 points pa lang ang lamang, pero Powerade could not figure them out.
At the start of the third quarter, na una nakascore itong Tigers, but always may sagot itong Meralco Bolts. Gabby Espinas already with 13 points in the ballgame.
At ito si Chris Ross has definitely been making things happen para dito sa Meralco. 9 assists already, right on the average.
That could have been 11 kung yung dalawang turnover niya in the first quarter or the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken, nakuha ni Earl Baron.
JV Casio, very nice looking layup on the other end in traffic. 60-55. Meralco still up by 5. Ross na naman. Where does he go? Goes over to Borboran. Pull up Jahuli ni Dwayne Jones. Anthony looking to save it. Baron taps it off pero hindi niya napatalbog. Dito kay Lassiter, tumatakbo Powerade. Lassiter down the gut of the defense. Niluwa pa ng ring.
All of number 16, Mark Corporal. His third, 13 foul on Meralco.
Borboran whistled for his third personal foul. Marshall Lassiter, a quiet day in the office so far. Wyatt Lee has 10 points in this game. Has a chance to add 2 more. Powerade, they're getting their points, pero yung nakilala sila, yung when they string them together, when they get on major runs at binubuhay nila yung crowd nila, hindi pa natin nakikita.
Hindi pa, dahil hindi pa pumapasok yung kanilang mga long shots, 3-point shooting, guys like JV Casio, Marshall Lassiter. When they get runs, dikit-dikit yung mga 3-point shots nila.
Tatatlo pa nga lang, ano, ang 3-point shot dito. Made ng Powerade, 3 of 12 so far. Mercado in trouble, gets it over to Barron. Jump hook is good.
Earl Barron now with 21 points at sinabi niya nung halftime, wala pa daw siya sa kondisyon.
Eh, yun ang ano eh, pagkakaiba talaga. Pagdating mo sa PBA, major minutes. Naglalaro siya pero not this long. Yun ang problema niya.
Plus, binabangga ka ng lahat dahil ikaw yung number 1 player dun sa babila.
Sigurado, papalalambutin ka unti-unti. No? You may get your points in the first half and the third quarter, pero by the fourth quarter, pag hindi ka kondisyon, mahirapan ka.
Tukod.
Ganyan nangyayari sa'yo eh.
Mga
Nauubos at
Rafi,
nauubos
sa
eh.
Rafi Hapakap.
Nauubos at nauubos dahil syempre, ikaw ang binabangga. Ikaw import namin. Body Elkatin. Eto na, Gary D with a fourth 3-point made basket para sa Powerade, and they are within 1 point once again. Gary D's got 20. Cardona, pinag-isipan kung babawi, inilapit, natapikan. Makmak gathers himself. They get it over to Mercado. Artadi, nakadalawang tres kanina. Ngayon, long to lang yung attempt niya. Bitin. Rebound, Casio gets it over to Lassiter. Nice behind the legs pass to David. Back to Marshall. Gets the basket.
So that one, the Powerade Tigers started from that 3-point shot by Gary David.
Pang top 5 place yun next week. Ganda nung iwan ni Lassiter. The two-man game on the run gets it done. 30-second timeout requested by Meralco dahil lamang na ang Powerade dito. Started with that long 2 from Casio. And then a 3 from Gary David. Ito na yung hinahanap nating dikit-dikit na puntos para dito sa mga Tigre. Yun yung finish ni Marcio after niya ipasa kay David between the legs at naibalik sa kanyang bola. And you know they are loving it pag nag-not along yung players. Yung tinginan lang, kindatan lang na, thank you. Ganda ng pasa mo.
7-point swing para sa Powerade Tigers. And that's what they need. Yung dikit-dikit na puntos, yung kumpiyansa, you get the flow of things for the Powerade Tigers.
Ito yung binabanggit mo kanina, Dom, yung binanggit sa atin ni Coach Bo.
I don't want to trade Marshall or any other player. Mas magandang wala na munang galawan.
Yan. At ito, pinapakita na nga ng kanyang mga Tigre. They are becoming a third quarter team here in the Commissioner's Cup. They did it against Rainer Shine at the Coneta last week. They are doing it against Meralco here at the Araneta. Pero si Cardona gustong basagin ang kanilang kumpiyansa. Wala. Powerade, will they get out on the run? They get to Dwayne Jones. Hang on, Dom. Dwayne Jones throws it down.
That's a powerful dunk by Dwayne Jones. And you can see he's mobile and he's agile to be able to do a move like that.
Powerade with their biggest lead of the contest, 3 points. Magagambala pa nila yung opensiba na Meralco. Big steal from Lassiter, and Marshall will take it all the way. Niluwalang ng ring.
Alam mo dun sa tira ngayon ni Marshall Lassiter, parang hindi siya nakaangat.
Yung buwelo, no? Parang nabitin. Hindi naman nadulas si Pa. Pero yun nga, may iniinda nga. Ito si Marshall Lassiter, parang sa take-off no? Biglang nawala yung elevation nito ni Marshall. Looks like he tweaked something.
Parang mali yung pagtalon.
At yun din ang lesson naman sa mga bata. Nakita nyo yung ginawa nito nila Cardona. Kahit na a step and a half ahead si Marcio, ginagambala, ginugulo, sinisigawan. Malay mo magmintis, ayun na nga, nakuha nila yung gusto nilang resulta.
Kailangan kang humabol. May it be it's never a sure shot. May you be on offense or on defense. Kailangan bumaba ka parate pag merong fast break.
Mercado to Ross, offensive foul, whistled on the Soul Train.
That's a second offensive foul na nakuha ni Francis Aliera.
Sacrificing his body para dito sa Powerade Tigers. And he is on the floor here in the third because etong si Marshall Lassiter is getting worked on sa kanyang leg area. Nasa bench ng Powerade. Aliera, 3-point specialist din yan. Pupukol nila. Papunta dito. kay Anthony. They want
Powerade on a 9-0 run.
to extend this 9-0 run that has given them this 3-point lead.
Mercado is fourth. 14 now on the box. Shot clock 14 seconds.
Casio over to Dwayne. Gets the scoop.
In the first 2 quarters, hindi na finish ni Dwayne Jones yung ganung mga tira. But now in the third quarter, the momentum has shifted and Dwayne Jones able to finish in this quarter.
Ito, lumamang na nga ng 5. Ang Powerade Tigers, hugnatan sa poste. Ross gets rid of the defense of Casio, kicks it over. Macapagal for the first time on the floor with a long 2. Double M will miss. Rebound to Anthony. Casio to Jones. Nice steal on hugnatan. Tutulong pa si Baron from behind. Dwayne Jones will troop to the line for 2.
Great recognition by JV Casio. He rewarded his big man na tumakbo pababa, kasabay nila dun sa fast break na yun. Waited for him to seal his man. Get him behind him. Got fouled. Pero si Dwayne Jones missing the first free throw.
Pero look at the energy, look at the fire in the eyes of the Powerade Tigers. Almost everybody on their bench, on their feet at this point of the contest. Sinasalubong nila si Gary D ng puro high five.
Marshall Lassiter returning to the floor for Gary David. So that's good news for the Tigers na hindi seryoso yung nangyari dito kay Marshall Lassiter.
2-minute warning ng third quarter. Baron kicks it over to Ross. Into the lane. Chris Ross deciding to take the layup. Mintis Aliera with a hand on it, pero Ross beats him to the punch. And dun sa scramble, natawagan pa ng foul si Sean Anthony. Both squads picking up the intensity, picking up the action here. And speaking of intensity and action, eto,
Tumaas na yung intensity. Pagpasok pa ni Alex Cresano, hindi ko na alam.
you expect the intensity to go through the roof here as Macapagal lights it up from distance.
Yung pagpasok ni Alex Cresano, really to be able to give a rest for Dwayne Jones para pagdating sa fourth quarter, he's rested at the start. So good 2 minutes para kay Alex Cresano. Masaya na si Coach Bo Persol.
Macapagal got a 3-pointer on one end. This time around, nakakuha pa siya ng offensive foul dito kay Francis Aliera. So already positives coming. Gusto niyang basagin itong birthday game ni Alex Cresano. Sana pong isa't kalahati natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Mercado over to Macapagal. This time around, Aliera covers him. Baron kicks it over. Mercado for 3. Bang!
A tough shot by Mercado. First 3 points para kay Mercado. That's a big one because that stops the run of the Powerade Tigers.
Tabla na tayo at 68. 6 consecutive points para din sa Meralco to give us our very first deadlock of the game at 68. Pull-up jumper. Lassiter misses. Ugnatan, pinukul kagad kay Ross. Tumatakbo na naman ang Meralco. Where does Chris Ross go? Gets it over to Ugnatan. The secondary doesn't work para dito sa Meralco. Ang Powerade naman ang tutulak ng bola. Bilis din ang depensa ng Meralco. So Lassiter will have to set this up. Casio through a Cresano pick. Steps back for a 3. JV misses. Si Baro na magtatawid ng bola para dito sa Meralco.
Well, nagkakaroon siya for Red Bull. Meron pa mga plays na parang naka 1-4 high set itong si Earl Baron.
Ross humihingi ng pick. Tinatawag ang kanyang import na si Earl Baron. To the corner. Macapagal. Did not hit that one. 1 of 3 na itong si Mark. Here in the third quarter, and that'll do it for the first 36 minutes of action. Tabla tayo at 6-8 for the first time in this game. What a quarter for Powerade.
A good quarter for Powerade. Nag-connect na sila from the outside. Their 3-point shots are going in. But dito sa huli ng third quarter, the last part of the third quarter, nakabalik ulit itong Meralco Bolts, forcing our first deadlock of the ball game at 68 all.
6 consecutive points galing dito sa Meralco Bolts to close out that quarter, recovering just in time Para naman gumanda-ganda ang kanilang kumpiyansa heading into the fourth and final quarter. Unang laro pa lang ito ng inyong PBA Sunday dito sa Araneta. Mamaya TNT Alaska naman. Pero at this point, puntahan muna natin si Miss El Guevara.
Alright, salamat Magu. Kuya Danny, unat sa lahat, paano kayo naging fan ng Meralco?
Dahil po kay Asi Paula Haba.
Ano pong nagustuhan nyo sa paglaro ni Asi Paula?
Kasi noon pa, taga-subaybay na kami ni Asi Paula Haba. So, tagahanga niya kami, karamihan sa akin mga naka-wheelchair.
At mas pinili nyo pang manood ng live, hindi ba kayo nahihirapan?
Hindi naman po, kasi madali rin naman mag-travel papunta.
Maraming salamat, Kuya Danny. Nakakatuwa yung mga fans katulad ninyo. Balik sa'yo, Magu.
Alam mo, ito si Mark Aguilar, binalik lang yung Kulotski Doodle sa Dubai. Ito si Sel Guevara, nagpa-Kulotski Doodle na rin dito sa Pilipinas.
Pero pag-usapan natin yung fan na yun, you know, that's how friendly the PBA is.
Yeah.
You know, yan yung Meralco fan na si Danny, si Kuya Danny, naka-wheelchair yan. Pero he's able to travel all the way here kahit naka-wheelchair, be able to enjoy the games live.
Tsaka accessible dito sa Araneta. Accessible dito even for the disabled. Kaya wag pong mahihiya o wag matatakot kung may mga ibang disability.
Madami ang
disabled
nanonood
PBA
dito
fans.
na naka-wheelchair.
Actually, ganda nga ng silya mo, nasa unang ka eh.
Oo.
Ito, bubuksan natin fourth and final quarter of action. Laban ng Powerade Meralco tied at 68. At ito yung paborito ni Kuya Danny, Asi Taulava. Getting the starting nod for the fourth quarter kasama sina Hugnatan, Ross, Makapagal, at etong si Mercado. Coltrane could not hit that second attempt. Makapagal keeps it alive, gets it over to the rock. Inasi, the veteran, wisely will kick it back out para ma-reset ang atake. Sabi ni Makapagal, libre kung bahagya, and that's all the space he needed.
Kanina sinabi ko kasi 1 out of 3 eh. Hindi ginawa niyang 2 out of 4. Makabagal, definitely not shy to shoot. Meralco needed to be able to connect from the outside. Kumonekta ito si Makapagal.
Celino Cruz on the floor for the first time, Dom, dito sa fourth quarter. Malamig na malamig yung mintis niya from that three-point line. Kasama niya sina Aliera, Crisano, the birthday boy, Kramer, and Lassiter. Aliera with a board. Ninakawan ng harap-harapan ni Sol Mercado, and the Soul Train could not make him pay. Celino, Pepreno, iabot muna kay Aliera ang bola. They will set up this attack. Crisano for three. No happy birthday for Alex there.
Pag birthday mo, mahirap pagalitan ka, no? Pag ikaw yung coach.
Pero before every game, si Crisano, ine-ensayo talaga niya yung kanyang three-point shooting.
Well, when he was playing for Ginebra, I know he hit a couple of three-point shots.
Visitors and Blake Jones for Alex.
Ito, napalitan na siya ni Coach Bo. Hindi siya sermonan pero mapapaupo si Alex Crisano.
Well, he was able to make Dwayne Jones rest for a good 4 minutes. Playing minutes yan. So, a little bit more, maybe 6 regular minutes. So, magandang bagay na yan para kay Coach Bo Persol and the Tigers.
Si Taulava, umupo na rin, binalik itong si Earl Barron. Mac Macardona also back on the floor for Sol Mercado. Cruz, kontra Ross. Hinahanap si Jones dun sa poste. Dwayne Jones with 11 points, 5 in the third quarter, 6 in the first half. What fourth quarter does he have in store for us?
Dwayne Jones coming to be very aggressive dito sa pagpasok ng fourth quarter. He knows that they need his scoring. 34 points na dun sa unang laro. But dito sa larong ito, Dwayne Jones only with 11 points so far.
71-68, Meralco by 3. As Anthony checks back in para dito kay Kramer. Hindi na nga isusot na ito ni Anthony yung kanyang maskara. Minsan ganun na, hindi mo pwede sabing naiilang si Anthony, halos isang taon o isang season na niya sinuot yung maskara. Pero siguro yung malas. Tatanggalin mo, minsan may nagpapalit na sapatos, nagpapalit na medyas, even shorts. Humihingi ng isa pang ano sa utility, di ba? Papalitan ko to, ayoko nito.
Kung anong pwedeng palitan?
Yung pace, pwede.
Player. Kaya palitan ko minsan.
Celino through a Jones pick. Nakita si Lassiter against Cardona. Napitawan ni Lassiter. Anthony dives for it. Gets it back over. Lassiter gets it to Celino. Cruz could not connect. Zero Fortuna. Ito si Celino. Dito na sa fourth quarter naglaro yan. Ross steps on the gas. Naku, sobra yung layup. Parang kay Chris Ross. And as he tried to recover, galing siya sa labas. Yun ang nakakapanghinayang na layup. Nakawala. Ang dami mong ginamit na kilos para makawala. Biglang magdating sa dulo, wala.
EBTT, EBTS.
Everything but the shot. 71-69. Meralco, abante pa rin ng dalawa. Powerade looking to tie it up. Isa pangalan deadlock natin at sa dulo ng third nangyari yun at 68 all. Ito na si Gary D. Nakikipagsayaw kay Chris Ross. Pull-up jumper, Gary D. No go. Alam niyang mintis. Hinabol kagad niya. Anthony gets into Gary. Right corner pocket three. Bang!
Kung kanina maganda yung depensa kay Gary David. Nung instance na yun, bahagya siyang naiwanang bukas. Gary David sinking the three-point shot.
Broken play na pero maaasahan pa rin. No? 23 puntos. 7 na lang. Nasa 30 na.
Ang kagandahan doon, Gary David, dalian lang siya naiwanan, pero hindi niya minadali yung tira niya. He made sure that he got himself set up for that three-point shot.
Tsaka yung stroke niya buong buo, no? Hindi nagki-quick release. Yun ang ano, pag hindi nagbabago tira, doon mo makukuha yung consistency. Ano mga turo sa akin ni Papa Dong? Dalas ako sermon na nito.
Kala ko ba tira lang ng tira?
Hindi, pag pinapagalitan mo ako, palagi
Finish your shot.
yan. 72-71, lamang na naman ng Powerade. After that three-pointer, Gary D once again. Off balance. Jones could not clean it up. It's gonna be a 5-on-3. Uy, si Jones nakapulot ng bola habang nakalood. And Dwayne Jones, inabot pa ng foul. Ang malas naman ng Meralco doon.
Ang swerte naman ng Powerade Tigers.
5-on-3 na the other way.
Entangled na itong si Dwayne Jones and Gary David. Napunta pa kay Dwayne Jones yung bola.
Hindi ka mo naman, ayan, nakahiga na yung dalawa. Whoop, biglang bumabalik, parang may magnet.
Dwayne Jones trying to go up for that dunk, but getting fouled by the Bolts, Gabby Espinas.
Pero ito yung pwedeng 4-point swing. That should have been an easy 2 points, 5-on-3 on one way. Ang problema, dito pa sila mamibigay ng free throw.
Napakasakit noon para sa Bolts.
13 and 11 already for Jones. Make that 14. Powerade leads by 3. Walo at kalahating minuto natitira sa unang laro ng inyong PBA Sunday live mula dito sa Smart Araneta. Oy, hindi nakatingin si Baron. Great reflexes by Jones. Celino going all the way. Inabot na ng foul even before the shot.
One of the things, when you have an unlimited height limit pagdating sa import, madami kang makikitang follow-up slam.
Oo, yun ang ano, no? Kaya yung mga ring dito dapat sinusuporta. Naalala mo si Rob Reyes sa Inares, binasag yung ring ng Philippine Cup. Dito sa Araneta.
Tapos nung sinisita siya, hindi daw siya.
Hindi, kasi alam mo kung sino nagpalambot ng ring as Lassiter lines it up.
Gary David.
Gary David, tumaktak for the 3rd time in his PBA career. Sa actual game, madalas yan sa ensayo, tsaka sa round robin. Sa actual game, si Gary David nung first half nun, dinakdakan. Ayan, pinapakitaan pa tayong picture ni Roy. Tapos nung halftime round robin, dinakdakan ni Rob Reyes.
Sa Inares yan.
Nabisita ni Patricia at ni Aaron, si Rob Reyes ang bisita mamaya. Yeah, Rob, you broke the rim. Nasabi sa'yo.
Dapat proud ka eh, di ba?
The rim breaker.
Paminsan-minsan lang mangyari yun eh.
The rim breaker, Rob Reyes. Mamaya Pat, singilin nyo. Sabi mo, hinahabol ng Inares. Hinahabol ng Antibola si Rob Reyes.
Kung hindi man kunin mo yung address niya.
Yan, papadala sa kanya yung bill. 74-71. Powerade by 3. Timeout requested with less than 8 minutes remaining in this game. (74-71) Powerade lumamang na ng 3 kontra dito sa Meralco as Dwayne Jones has definitely picked up his scoring dito sa second half after coming up with only 6 points noong 6 or 5 points in the first half of action. Yung inside presence ni Dwayne Jones, definitely ibang klase yung value niya dito.
34 points and 21 rebounds para sa Powerade Tigers in their first game against Rain or Shine. Siya yung nagbuhat dun sa bangko nitong Powerade Tigers. Merong trade talks at that time. He really inspired the Powerade Tigers to be able to get over that first win.
Ramdam na lahat no, na yung distractions was definitely affecting Powerade in that fateful game 2 Fridays ago at the Cuneta. 2.5 quarters ang lamya ng performance nila nung etong si Dwayne Jones started to mouth off, started to become more vocal, and started to lead by example with his energy. Aba, dun sinipag yung buong tropa ng Tigers.
Coach Bo Persol, sinabi niya, the guy who will really inspire the Tigers, Dwayne Jones.
He is a former 5-year NBA veteran. Kaya naman marami na ring giyera ang napagdaanan niya ni Dwayne Jones. Espinas knocks in that second free throw. He's got 15 points, his best game of the conference so far.
Gabi Espinas, nagpapalitan sila ng laro o ng minuto. Itong si Mark Borboran, Espinas getting the nod from Coach Ryan Gregorio in this game.
Three-pointer on the way. Sean Anthony punches it through.
Even if Sean Anthony is not known for his three-point shot, di mo pwede iwanan ng ganung kalibre. Nobody went to challenge the shot of Sean Anthony.
Dumadami na yung three-point shots dito netong Powerade after coming up with only 3 in the first half. Makapagal misses on that attempt. Here come the Powerade Tigers. Lassiter Pepreno sa may three-point line. Gets it over to Anthony. This time around, he lobs it. Dwayne back to Anthony underneath. A little too much passing for Powerade.
Well, that time, Sean Anthony knew when he went to the basket that he wasn't going to shoot it. Then last minute, nag-decide siya na tumira ulit.
And now Makapagal starting to shoot blanks. It's going to be Gary David on the other way. Huli! Ni Mark Makapagal making up for that miss from the three-point line. Dwayne Jones hindi na tumakbo pababa sa pagkakataon ngayon. Nagpapahinga sa kabilang dulo. Trying to catch his breath dahil 2 free throws naman si Gary David dito.
Mahirap din yan for Dwayne Jones. If they were saying si Earl Barron is not yet in shape, Dwayne Jones naman nanggaling sa mahabang bakasyon. Their last game was last Friday.
2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago. So that's like a good 10-day break. Kahit na nag-iinsayo ka in between, iba pa rin yung game shape.
Gary David, 2-time scoring champion, now has 25 big points. The best player of the Philippine Cup, scoring champion din ng Philippine Cup.
So 16 straight games that Gary David has scored 24 or more.
Hindi lang talaga pag ikaw si El Granada. As Borboran loses that leather but recovers. Pasa niya, natapik pa. Dwayne takes it away for Powerade. Here comes JB Casio. Pepreno, bibigay muna kay Lassiter. Marshall looking at JB. Ayaw pa kunin ni JB yung 3-point shot na yon. Ngayon, he lines it up. Basag yung kumpiyansa ni JB doon. Pero Anthony takes it away from Barron. Nakita pa si Lassiter for the slice.
The Tigers not panicking under duress. Still able to find Marshall Lassiter for that easy layup.
At natabla na ng Powerade yung biggest lead of the game na dinagay kanina ng Meralco sa kanila. Lamang ang Powerade 81-73, 30-second timeout for Coach Ryan Gregorio. Itong Powerade peaking at the right time once again. Third quarter na naman sila nagsimula mabuhay and an even better fourth quarter here.
Last conference, kailan ba gumagawa ng milagro itong Powerade Tigers against BMEG in the fourth quarter in overtime? These guys know that they can come back from big deficits. They have that confidence because they've done it so many times before.
So pang 16 na nga na 24-point ball game minimum para dito kay Gary David.
Magu in the fourth quarter, Meralco shooting 1 out of 9 from the field. Pagdating naman dito sa Powerade Tigers, they are shooting a total of 3 out of 11. Pero mas madami silang assist at yung free throws. They've been going to the line. They have got 5 points from the line.
Sol Mercado back on the floor for Meralco. Makakasama sina Cardona, Barron, Espinas, and Borboran. Makmak aatake. Barron trying to locate Espinas, taken away by the Tigers. Lassiter hesitates on the pass, takes it all the way!
Good hesitation move para dito kay Marshall. Lassiter faking off the defender and then going for the layup.
10 ang abante ng Powerade, a brand new biggest lead of this game. Cardona drops it off. Espinas delivers.
17 points for Gabi Espinas with another assist from Mac Cardona.
Casio into the lane, kicks it over. Anthony, another 3. Tapis lang sa ring this time. Cardona saves it. Mahigit 5 minuto pa natitira for Meralco to try and get a comeback. Nadula si Barron. Espinas also off balance. It's going to be a 4-on-3 the other way. David huli ni Borboran. Mark Borboran holding down the fort on that defensive sequence.
Napakahaba naman ito si Mark Borboran, and Gary David was shooting a fadeaway shot, was not able to get his feet under him, kaya naman siya nasupalpal.
83-75, timeout muna para sa Powerade. Wala na pong 5 minuto natitira dito sa Araneta.
Masaya rin kami kasi syempre Marcio last year syempre matagal na siya sa amin and kilala rin namin laro niya, so makafocus na ulit kami sa darating mga games namin.
You know, as long as I can play, I'm here playing, so it's a great sign. So as long as I can play basketball, I'm thankful for that.
Meron pa, kaya ngayon medyo maganda yung focus ng team dahil nga yung trade na tigil muna. At yung focus namin ngayon, iba talaga, wala kaming iniisip na, kundi maglaro lang at ipanalo yung game.
At yan na nga ang nakikita natin mula dito sa mga Tigre ng Powerade. They have set their sights on the particular goal, and that is to keep winning basketball games together. At dito, with less than 5 minutes remaining, looking good sila, up by 8.
At in-interview natin si Gary David and JV Castro. These two guys ang pinaka-maapektuhan kung na-trade itong si Marcio Lassiter.
Pero defenses will have an easier time stopping Powerade kung yung three-handed monster mo maputulan ng isa. Anthony over to Dwayne Jones. No choice, Espinas kung hindi mamigay ng foul.
And that's what you mean when you say na you draw the defense first. Hindi pwedeng basta itapon mo lang yung bola sa taas and you expect your import or whoever to get an alley-oop pass. Kailangan pakomit mo muna yung depensa kasi 2-on-1 yan eh.
And at this point, balikan natin si Sel with this report.
Kung ano yung gusto ni Coach Bo Perasol nung last conference, hanggang ngayon he pushes his players to make more stops at para tuloy-tuloy na ang panalo. Coach Bo tells his team na kausapin nila si DJ o si Dwayne to penetrate inside. Kaya ganyan kalaki ang tiwala ni Coach Bo sa kanyang import. Balik sa inyo.
Nice swipe job coming from Dwayne Jones.
Coach Bo Perasol talking about the trust that the Powerade Tigers need to show Dwayne Jones, because ito si Coach Bo Perasol is a believer in Dwayne Jones, so he's trying to impart that into his players. Isang laro pa lang si Dwayne Jones. Kumbaga, hindi ka pa totally sold if you're a player.
Shooting foul given up by JV Casio. As Meralco look to go out on the run, at yun yung binabanggit din ni Baron kanina. No? They want to keep going out into the open floor. Powerade wising up to what they want to do here.
Yun na yung sinabi ni Coach Ryan Gregorio nung tinanong mo siya bakit trinade si Chico Lanete. You're gonna go to your strengths. Kaya din nila pinasok itong si Earl Barron because he won't take away from that strength of speeding up the ball game.
Cardona looking to pop out, pero they go cross court to Borboran. Espina sa poste. Lalabas ulit nila. That 2-3 zone holding up so far. Broken now by Meralco, and Anthony had to give up a foul. That's the only way to break that zone. Ano? Ikot mo lang na ikot yung bola. Look for that crack in that zone defense.
But you have to move the ball with a purpose. Hindi pwedeng basta ikot lang na bola. You have to be able to penetrate the gaps and make the defense react. Once nag-react yung depensa, dun ka na makakita ng mga nalilibreng mga player.
84-75, Meralco up by 9 points. Earl Barron. Minti sa kanya una, 21-17 already para dito kay Barron. It is comeback to the PBA. 84-76, it is still the Tigers by 8. Tandaan natin, Meralco lumamang ng hanggang 8 puntos in the first half and actually was in control for the first 2.5 quarters of this game. Anthony is clobbered by Espinas.
Just going hard, Sean Anthony. It does not look pretty, but he gets the job done.
Akop shooting yon, pero kahit hindi, penalty na ang Meralco. Any defensive or loose ball foul, free throw shooting time para sa mga Tigre.
Doon sa mga hindi nakakalam, itong si Sean Anthony actually writes. He's got a blog, he talks a lot about nutrition. Which goes to show you kung gaano ka-kondisyon itong si Sean Anthony. He works hard in practice. Kumakain siya ng tama, and he actually does yoga.
Ang dami dapat. May isasuggest tayo mga subscriber dito, mga kaibigan natin. kailangang maging
Mas fit.
nutritious ang kinakain. 86-76. Balik sa 10 ang abante rito ng mga Tigre. Cardona attacking. What a spin and a stop. Pero huli pa rin ni Jones. Cardona to Baron. Nice movement. Pero Jones is right there to stop Espinas. Lassiter kicks it over. JV, ayaw talaga kunin ni JV. He's not comfortable with his outside shooting today.
Plus, they're leading by 10 points. Hindi mo kailangan madaliin. You wanna go to a better opportunity. Hindi masyado nagtitira si JV Casio from the 3 points dahil hindi nga papasok. So you wanna get a shot that's closer and a higher percentage one.
Labas ang bola. Tumama pa dito kay Earl Barron. So mananatili yung possession sa Powerade with a chance to stretch this 10-point lead. Knockout play to Lassiter, broken up by Cardona. And is Powerade 251 away from recording their second win here in the Commissioner's Cup. Iba na ang maagang makapagbangko ng panalo dito, Dom. Paalala ulit natin sa lahat ng viewers, 9 games each per team. 4 ang matatanggal after the eliminations. Top 2 auto semis, 3-6 quarterfinals magbabakbaka.
What a strong move by Gary David. Knocking down the import, Earl Barron.
Follow number 30, Earl Barron, penalty. That's his third.
Gary David back at that free throw line. 25 puntos para kay El Granada.
2 foul shots for Gary.
16 consecutive games, 24 or more points ang naitala na ito ni Gary D. Mr. Pure Energy misses on that first.
And Gary David always able to deliver kapag kailangan ng puntos.
Tandaan natin nung sa Cuneta, nagliyab na naman ang kamay niyan when he knocked in that marginal 3 kontra sa Rain or Shine. Gary now with 26. Ayun, si Ma'am Jenny. Ang butihing may bahay ni Gary David.
Napakaganda ng story ni Gary David. Always plays for his family.
Gary Espinas.
Kala ko free throw lang. Ay, hindi. Siyempre.
Kaya siya humahalik
Yan.
dun sa braso niya. Balikat rather.
Ang braso actually, si Renron Virtualo nasa balikat. Dito sa shoulder talaga. Tanong ko nga kay Renron, ano atraso niya? Lassiter is fouled. So patuloy yung aggressiveness na itong Powerade na hindi naman wala pero parang kulang nung first half. They show it to us here in the second half and that gives them a 9-point lead at this point. At napatawag na naman ng timeout. Nangyari, si Borboran ba Espinas fouls out of this game. 19.7 rebounds para kay Gabby. But he'll have to watch the rest of this game, the final 2:04 from the bench.
Started out the game well. Madami siyang nakuha mga under-goal stabs but wasn't able to stay away from foul trouble. Espinas fouling out with 19 and 7.
Lassiter takes care of the second. 11 ang abante ng Powerade. Back to the biggest of the game.
2 minutes.
Meralco now will need to play with a sense of urgency. Mercado for 3. Doesn't work. Rebound, pinulot pa ni Casio. And Meralco is in a world of trouble here, Dom.
Wisely setting it up. JV Casio. Oh, akala ko biglang iibahin na. Biglang bubuta sa for the layup. But wisely setting it up. And that's what I was saying. If you're gonna go to the basket at walang mag-help, you gotta take the shot. Hindi pwede that you just pop it up in the air and opt for an alley-oop by your import.
Pero Coach RG wanting to map out this next sequence. 1 minute and 37 for Meralco to try and mount a comeback. $89-78 Powerade. Looking good para maiposte yung kanilang ikalawang sunod na panalo in 2 games dito sa Commissioner's Cup as we bring you our continuing coverage of the 37th season of your Philippine Basketball Association, a tale of 2 halves for Earl Barron.
In the first half, 15 points, 7 out of 21 from the field, and 11 rebounds. So sa second half, mukhang napagod itong si Earl Barron, 7 points and only 6 rebounds. He mentioned it at the half. Hindi pa siya game shape, but he is showing what he can do for the Meralco Bolts.
28 attempts to get his 22 points. We will expect more from Earl Barron sa kanyang susunod na appearance dito sa Commissioner's Cup. Cardona spinning against Casio, finding Barron. Huli ka pa ni Dwayne Jones.
That's a tough shot for Earl Barron because he's going to the basket, pero nagulat siya dun sa pasa ni Mac Cardona.
At mukhang may tama pa sa balikat o sa may bandang braso kiling-gilid. Si Barron kanina pa niya ini-stretch doon pa lang sa bench. And after that block, looks like Meralco was deflated as Dwayne Jones looks to put on the icing on the cake. Anthony na lang daw. Mas masakit pa yun dahil paubos na sana yung shot clock.
What a tough shot by Sean Anthony, but being composed, getting the shot, banking it off, extending the lead now to 13 for the Tigers.
Mark Bobaran for 3.
Mark Bobaran now with 9 points in the ball game.
Less than a minute remaining. Powerade will waste away the time here. Gary D kontra kay Chris Ross. Pulls up for a 3. Gary D hits 30. Oh, 29 pa lang. 29 pa lang. Na-excite lang ako. Na-excite lang ako. Nagmintis pala isang free throw kanina.
29 big points for Gary David. At pinapakita niya na nagliliyab na yung kamay niya.
Ross, mintis. Will they go back to Gary D? Casio nag-uubos oras dito. May diferensya pa shot clock, but look at that Powerade crowd right behind their bench. Another emotional win for these Powerade Tigers, and they will just let the shot clock go off. Nice sign of sportsmanship on the part of the Tigers.
Well, di na kailangan ng puntos. They're up by 13 points. That's a lot of the things na ginagawa ng mga PBA players dito. Not to add insult to injury, kapag panalo ka na, hindi ka na dadagdag ng puntos on the board.
Ang problema, may quotient system to. Kaya it might spell the difference dun sa matchups. Pagka naman nag-tie sa second, magkaka-playoff yan kung sino ang auto semis. At pag nag-tie sa sixth, kung sino may eliminate at seventh na may eliminate at sixth na papasok, doon merong knockout yan sigurado. Pero in placing, yung kung sino makakatapat mo, well, ayos na rin.
Simple lang yan. Ang ibig mong sabihin, every point counts.
Yan.
May it be in the first quarter or may it be in the last few seconds of the ballgame.
Kahit yung 1 and 2 ha, siyempre yung 1 makakatapat mo, iba. Yung 2 makakatapat mo, iba.
At baka hanapin mo yan later on.
Ito, this is it. This is the final. Powerade will win by 12 points. 94-82 is your final score. What an emotional win once again para dito sa Powerade Tigers. They have done it again 2 games in a row now, kahit na more than a week apart. They still get the job done.
They still got the confidence. Hinanapan mo sila ng puso or ng intensity in the third quarter. That's what they did. Gary David scoring 29 points. Just another day in the office para kay Gary David. Today's ball game, they played really well, led by him. But our best player of